Greetings and blessing. Welcome to a new episode of this Reggae Music Show, hosted by saRas. Today I'm in the great company of, Medisun. Yes, one of the greatest voice out of Jamaica right now. The sweetest voice. How are you?
Grateful. Yeah, it's been a great time being here in England. So preparing to try it out, and I'm glad we finally get a chance to catch up because we've been meaning to do it for a while,
Yes,
don't
for a
it?
while.
Yeah, man.
Yes, good, thanks. So, shall we start from the beginning? Like, beginning, I mean,
Well, in the beginning was the
when you
word.
born, like, tell us where you're from. What was the life for Medisun when was a child?
Well, I was born in Boston, Massachusetts, in the United States. So, if we really go to the beginning, we have to go fully ancestral. Obviously, I'm a child of the African continent. We were brought into the Caribbean. My mother from the island of Jamaica, my father into Montserrat, respectively. When my mother left Jamaica, Clarendon, she actually came here to the United Kingdom into an area called Milton Keynes, Bletchley. Spent her teenage years there. Went to Boston in her 20s, met my dad. The rest is history, so that's where my story begins. A little bit after I was born, I actually had a condition, brain condition, epilepsy, for which I was medicated until I was about 12. And during that time, I really found music as something that I could really tap into to stabilize, my vibration whenever I was feeling anxious about what I was going through. So those voices, those artists, the Garnet Silks and like Kalanji and even D Brown and Bob and Pete and all those voices, and of course even the R&B and hip hop, everything I was exposed to, it was a part of the remedy to what I was dealing with. So when I outgrew it and I found myself becoming more of a creative and being on the other side of the coin, I just thought, there's some little child out there somewhere that's probably going through something, or even anyone can be going through anything. And music is a healing, music is a remedy for anything that puts our vibration out of alignment. So that's what I really want to focus on going forward as a creative. So yeah, that's like the origin of medicine.
So,
Medicine.
you mentioned Garnet Silk, and that's one of the artists that I would say it. You remind me a lot, like the voice wise, Yeah, I mean it's a great compliment, Yeah. So, what I'm saying, many times when I interview the artists, they always say kind of the same line of things like, oh, they start singing in church or stuff like that. Was it the same for you, or?
Not really. So the thing is, I was kicked out of the church because I've never been I've never been a churchical religious person. But my musical lineage again actually goes into my ancestry. My father was a recording artist in Montserrat by the name of Supreme. He did calypso music, and his uncle before him, Everton Reality Weeks, wrote one of the biggest songs in Caribbean music history and in world history. Ole, 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 ole. Me heart on fire, me soul on fire, feeling hot, hot, hot. That's my grandmother's brother.
What?
So I come from a family of great songwriters, musicians. Obviously, I've earned a couple Grammys of my own as a writer, and I'm just keeping that tradition going. So, church might be a part of it, but it's really anytime our family gathers, we all sing. Everybody mostly plays some form of instrument, so it's just a part of our bloodline.
Do you play instruments?
Yes, I play guitar as my primary instrument. I'm all right with the keyboard as well, in terms of production. You put me in a room with instruments, I'll give you something beautiful.
Good.
Yeah.
So, your name, Medisun, what inspired the name?
So the name Medisun, as you're well aware, I've had a couple of different titles in the past, most recently King Mas. And I was actually in the African continent in 2019 doing this 100 Days in Africa challenge that I had put forward. Not even to myself, but there's a spirit that came to me and told me to do this 100 days and really immerse myself in the continent. And it was day 31 because I was journaling every day. So I remember where I was, what I was going through. I was in South Africa and I was about to travel to Cape Town the next day for the first time. And I was just meditating deeply. I was in a vehicle looking out the window and staring into the sun. It was the evening, the sun was low. And the African sun, you've been to the continent, so you know how big it can get. So I'm just looking into the sun. And I heard a voice saying, when you complete this journey, you're going to take on a new title. I didn't know what it was at the time. But, the name basically came to me during another meditation session where I look at what we're facing as a people, black people in particular around the planet. There are two things I think that really are setting us back. We've been set back by certain events in history, but what's keeping us in a certain state of being is we have to really focus on our inner man, the meditation, which is mental health, emotional development, doing inner work to elevate ourselves from some of the trauma that we've been through in the process of colonialism, through a lot of things we faced. We haven't really unpacked them. And so we continue to perpetuate certain behaviors amongst ourselves as a reaction to plantation life that we have to deal with it if we're going to be able to really move forward and elevate. The second thing is more than 80% of our people are vitamin D deficient that live in the Western Hemisphere, in the northern latitude especially. So when we entered the time shortly after 2020, they're saying lockdown, everybody stay inside, keep away. So it's like people started to get even sicker. Anxiety went through the roof because people don't realize how much vitamin D deficiency affects your mood, your digestive system, your reproductive system, so everything. So I think if we deal with those two factors, a lot of our other problems will sort themselves out. So that's where the title came in, because that's really my mission statement at this point. Everything I'm doing musically is to move people towards a greater state of health, to be able to elevate and evolve into our next phase.
And you brought the sunshine to UK when the first
Yeah,
time of the
don't it? Yeah.
So we all work out.
Yeah.
Oopsie. Yeah. First tune that you ever released or record.
The first tune I ever released, is this on? It looks like it's off. All right, because I haven't seen it up on the screen right now. All right. It's a song named Look Around. Look Around. Bless it. Yeah, man. It's a tune named Look Around. That must have been 2007.
2007.
Yeah. So I've been doing this for almost 20 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, something I just wrote and recorded up in my house in Boston. When I listen to it now, I think a lot of creatives, when we listen to our old stuff, it's a little bit cringy because we've grown so much since then. But that was the genesis.
So you mentioned you went or you've been nominated for. Yeah, you won. Okay. Was he? Which tune was he nominated and won, or an album? What was it?
So the first win was in 2015 with Morgan Heritage Strictly Roots album.
Okay.
There's a song named Perform and Done.
Yeah. Now you take me around to the next question. I wanted to ask you if you ever write tune for other people, lyrics for other people.
Yeah. That's a big part of what I love to do. Actually, it's a really full joy, the creative process, writing songs, and also we'll talk about who my mentor is and why he's my mentor, because I also really love to harmonize. Yeah, harmonies are one of my favorite things to do. So Morgan Heritage 2015, and then most recently Kabaka Pyramid, The Calling. The title of the song, The Calling, I wrote part of that song as well. So that's how I've earned my 2 Grammys. Yeah.
Great. So harmonizing, who you harmonize for? Tell us. I mean, I know, but
So many people, but if someone sent me in the booth more than ever anyone else to just do harmonies, it is Dr. Beresford Hammond. Yeah, man. OOJ. That's my mentor. So I've been honored many a time to put vocals on tracks for even like the late Leonard Bartley, Merciless. We've been sent in around Marcia Griffith sessions, different types of artists to help stack up vocals. So yeah, I'll never forget one of our sessions as well. It was me, him, Popcorn, and another artist I won't reveal.
Okay, that famous song.
No. It's unreleased.
Unreleased.
It's unreleased, but yeah, it was a really, really yeah, I've had some great experiences over at Dumbarton Avenue. So big up Medisun, man, big up the Harmony House family. Yeah, that's my second home. Actually, it's my first home. I think Stingray is my second home.
Stingray, UK Stingray, you know? Yeah. So, what's the future project for you?
At the top of next year, I have a compilation on the way called Friends Only. Look out for that. And then I'll be releasing my first body of work, an EP. I'm looking to release by the summer. So those are the next two major projects.
Yeah, you can hear the music behind me, you know? Things are cooking up here at Stingray. Yeah. So it's something that people can look out for it. Cooking up on the studio.
I won't say too much, but we have a big collaboration and it's intergenerational. Medisun with one of the other great stalwart artists that passed through these gates. So look out for that. Not long from now.
Yes, yes, Medisun. And the music has been loud, but I'm still gonna ask him if he can give us a little, you know, little thing for our audience.
Well, I keep rocking, let the rhythm flow. Outside, never locked indoors. Stimulating sweet sensation, lighting up my brain. Why? Jaja bless me with life, health and strength. Herbs and girls, family and friend. Though times were hard, still we're celebrating all the same. So let the music play. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Give thanks for the time, and you know, you guys need to look out for Medisun. Has a lot more in store. He's a great artist, great lyricist. Yeah, man. I give thanks for the time, you know.
Man, love wise. Thanks for the time and space.
Yes, I. Blessed.